Hello there, my name is Valerie White Williams and I'm a voice teacher and a vocal coach for Vocal Splendor Studios. Today I'm doing another reaction video and this time I'm going back to the past with the Rolling Stones' Gimme Shelter. Yeah, and this has been a track that's been remastered, so let's have a listen.
Thank you.
So actually, be honest, I didn't really appreciate rock music in my era. This is a little before my era. But here's the thing about, the energy is so powerful. And Mick really had that big, giant mouth, had a lot of resonance and could give a lot of power. Now, I looked on the video with this woman who's singing and who was like amazing, but I can't find her name. So I might have to go research that after I get done reacting. But yeah, let's keep going. I'm going to stop just a minute. Now, Mick Jagger, this is a British band, and the British people have amazing singing voices because they sing a lot in schools. They sing way more than Americans, sad to say. And so, he's really got that swingy jaw. I never see any, tension there. And I have this thing that I did a video years ago about hot singers and cool singers. So some singers have a very cool presence on the stage. They're like cool, calm, and collected. They bring people to them. And then Mick Jagger and like Tina Turner and some of these other singers, they have to be constantly moving. Now, even though he's moving his body a lot, he's still keeping his head and neck alignment. The body is moving, but this whole alignment is still pretty steady. Here she comes. it. I mean, this is awesome. Yeah, this was a little before my time, just saying, but I'm enjoying it now. I'm going to stop because that whole section, he was just constantly moving his body, but his head is just a shadow away. Very stable, very stable.
Shadow away, shadow away, shadow away, just a shadow away, just a shadow away, shadow away, shadow away.
That great? Yeah.
I'll tell you love, sister, don't keep away. I'll tell you love, sister.
There's her name.
Lisa.
She's awesome.
There she is, the Maharani of soul.
All right, that was a reaction where my smile got so tired because I was smiling so much. Yeah, and I think their heyday was a bit after my time. And I really never went to concerts that much because I was the oldest sibling. I didn't have anywhere to go with. But it's so awesome to see this concert footage and really seeing them in the prime, you know. And then Charlie Watts looked like, even back then, it's like someone's dad, you know. And God rest his soul. I know he just passed away. But yeah, I heard he was originally a jazz drummer, and so it almost like he didn't fit, but it still worked with all the other guys. But Mick, he was constantly moving, constantly. Puts his mic in his pants, and you know, his arms always like something's wiggling constantly. Could not sit still. His teachers probably like didn't like him at all because he was just probably wiggling constantly. But what he made it work for him. That was his style. He He'd probably be given Ritalin back in the day because he was like so hyper, always moving. And Lisa, they called her Lisa, but what a great show. I mean, she comes out with that cape and it's like, what a fun performance. And they sounded so good together. She was an amazing singer, but that cape, that red cape is just like super epic and really probably looked awesome in those great Coliseum shows because, you want to have something that's dramatic, that cape, the singing, the charisma between the two of them. It was powerful. Now, I'm a bit embarrassed that I haven't listened to so much of the Rolling Stones. Again, I just kind of missed out at their prime. But Mick is a pretty solid singer. I think he's the kind of singer where his stage antics almost basically take over. You just look at his style and you don't realize that he's pretty solid as a singer. It's what, again, this is the first reaction I've done to the Rolling Stones. But again, this part of his body, his head and neck alignment was really solid. Now this is kind of like a jam. You have the same looping chords. The guys are just playing the guitar riffs, and they're just kind of dancing around the stage, which is perfect because for something like this and the movement on the stage, it really builds the energy and it just kind of loops and loops and loops. And Mick is just so charismatic. That's all you can say. Because his even when he was singing, his arm was wiggling and his hands was wiggling and all those wiggles constantly, but still stayed on the beat, still was very solid vocally. His jaw was really, I didn't see any tension. I mean, diction was kind of but I think there's just the same riff over and over again. And Lisa and Mick really made an amazing performance, and which is so awesome because now all this concert footage is available. So I'm hoping that I won't have any issues with the copyright because sometimes it happens, but let's cross the fingers and hope for the best. Yeah, but it helps people like me who kind of missed out to see these classic bands. And of course, this is before there was all the technology. It was before there was, the pitch correct and, all the things. You have to have it. You had to have it. In the 70s, they didn't have auto-tune and things like that. You just had to have it. And you had to have that charisma. He was very charismatic for sure. What a great performance. I really appreciated it, And the guitarists, and the bass, they were just like keeping everything together. Let Mick jump around the stage because he likes to. He has to. He just has to move around. And it was really such a great performance. And I want to thank my friend Tim who suggested this for me. Thank you, Tim. Thanks for this. And also make sure I may do some more Rolling Stones. So you Rolling Stones fans, make sure you give me some suggestions in the comments because I'd like to hear more. Yeah, it was super fun. Definitely, I wish I could have gone to those arena shows. I missed out. And also make sure you subscribe and click on the bell so you get notified of all the other things. And I want to let you know my 2 free passion projects on Facebook. The first one is YouTube Success Strategies, where I'm coaching people on how to be successful on YouTube. And the second one is Creative Soul Alignment, and that's for people that are creative and spiritual, because here's the deal. We are all creative and we're all spiritual because you create your life with every decision you make. All right, take care and I'll see you next time. Bye.